Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Thursday, July 30th. You'll be interested to know, 70 years ago, today, in 1956, "In God We Trust" was adopted as the official motto of the United States, marking a formal affirmation of a phrase already on some coins and paper currency. This designation reinforced a sense of national identity and provided a unifying, faith-referencing emblem that shaped civic symbolism and public attitudes for decades to come. So now you know. And now, it's time for the Surf Report. Thursday at Tourmaline. This morning it's looking fair with waves around 4 to 5 feet. Conditions stay fair until noon when they shift to choppy as the wind picks up to 8 miles per hour. Expect the wind to remain onshore throughout the day, gradually increasing to 10 miles per hour by mid-afternoon. Best time to ride is at 6 a.m. with a 0-foot incoming low tide when the south-southwest swell is 3 feet at 15 seconds and the onshore wind is 3 miles per hour. The first high tide on Thursday will be 4 feet just before 11 a.m., followed by a 2-foot low tide at 4. The nearshore buoy at Mission Bay West reads 76 degrees for the water temperature. Friday features clean conditions with waves around 3 to 5 feet early, gradually becoming choppy by afternoon. Saturday sees a slight drop to 2 to 3 plus feet, with fair conditions prevailing throughout the day. Sunday brings a steady increase in swell, with waves reaching 2 to 3 feet and conditions improving later, making it the standout day of the period. This morning, it's cloudy and it feels like 70 degrees with no wind. The sunset will take place at 7:51, and it will rise again tomorrow at 6:02. It looks like we're in for a mostly sunny day with a high near 81 and a light west breeze around 8 miles per hour. If you're inland, it will hit a high of 82. Tonight, expect mostly cloudy skies with a low around 67 and calm winds around 4 miles per hour. Looking ahead in the weather. Friday through Sunday will be mostly sunny with highs in the low 80s and overnight lows around 69. Northwest winds will be around 10 miles per hour or less on Friday, and Monday will stay mostly sunny with highs near 81 and lows around 68. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, new rules for sharing water from the Colorado River are set to impact San Diego's supply as California faces significant cuts amidst ongoing drought conditions. KJZ's reporter Alex Hager highlights the urgent need for a new federal plan due to decreasing water levels in Lake Powell and Lake Mead. About 40 million people across 7 states, including San Diego, depend on this vital water source, which supports major agricultural industries. As negotiations continue, the federal government may step in to establish rules that will dictate water usage, aiming to protect essential infrastructure while balancing demands across the region. Now on to sports. Jamal Adams joined the Vikings just before training camp began. On Wednesday, he expressed his excitement to Minnesota reporters for the first time. Adams was drawn to Minnesota by general manager Nolan Teasley and defensive coordinator Brian Flores, both of whom he respects greatly. Now in his 10th National Football League season, Adams believes the sky's the limit for his career. He is focused on fully recovering from a quad tendon tear suffered in Week 1 of the 2022 season. Adams is currently learning the terminology of the Minnesota defense and is eager to showcase his flexibility in various positions. In local sports, the Padres keep rolling. They swept Colorado yesterday, 5-1, extending their winning streak to 5 straight behind dominant pitching from Griffin Canning and Mason Miller. San Diego is now 55-53 on the season and right back in the thick of the National League West race. Tonight they host the Giants at Petco for Game 1 of a 4-game divisional series. J.G. Sears takes the mound against Robbie Ray with first pitch at 6:40. This is a huge matchup as both teams make their playoff push down the stretch. On the prospect front, the Padres promoted catching prospect Ethan Salas from AA to AAA El Paso. The 20-year-old is the only Friar prospect in baseball's top 100 and just needs to keep refining his offensive game. Meanwhile, San Diego signed 29 players after the draft, including top pick Coleman Borthwick, a 6'6" right-hander with a triple-digit fastball. There's also been chatter about Mason Miller potentially being moved before the August 3rd deadline, though the closer just picked up his 28th save of the season. Out at Snapdragon, San Diego State football wrapped Media Day in their first year in the Pac-12 after joining the conference on July 1st. Head coach Sean Lewis noted the team added over 25 transfer portal players to offset defensive losses. Training camp begins August 4th with a season opener against Portland State on September 5th. In top news, 60 Minutes announces a new slate of correspondents for its upcoming season. 2 months after a major shakeup, CBS 60 Minutes has hired several new correspondents and contributors for its 59th season. Joining the team are Ross Douthat, a conservative opinion columnist from the New York Times, and Nora O'Donnell, the former anchor of CBS Evening News. The new executive producer, Nick Bilton, shared this news in a staff memo. He praised Douthat as one of the preeminent public intellectuals in America and called O'Donnell a powerhouse. The show continues to navigate significant changes amid a challenging landscape. In business news, China threatens retaliation against the United States humanoid robot ban, stating it severely damages relations. The United States Federal Communications Commission has ignored Beijing's restrained position on product bans, according to China's Commerce Ministry. The commission added foreign-made advanced robotic devices, including humanoids, to a list restricting imports due to cybersecurity concerns. China's Commerce Ministry urged the United States to withdraw the decision, threatening countermeasures if it does not comply. Tensions over technology have intensified, with U.S. President Donald Trump indicating a more cautious approach to maintain American technology leadership. Chinese companies dominate the humanoid market, while stocks for UTech fell significantly. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is unchanged at $64,000. Ethereum is unchanged at just over $1,900. And XRP is down 1.5% to $1.07. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them sunny morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk science. The Roman Space Telescope, NASA's next great observatory, is ready to launch on August 30th. This observatory will complete a month's worth of Milky Way observations in a fraction of the time it would take the Hubble Space Telescope. Scheduled to launch on a SpaceX rocket at 7:26 in the morning Eastern Daylight Time, the $4 billion telescope is 9 months ahead of schedule. Once launched, it will produce over 500 terabytes of data each year, revolutionizing our understanding of the universe. Named after Nancy Grace Roman, this telescope aims to inspire future generations of scientists. And in entertainment news, Apple TV's latest hit, Cape Fear, is both an adaptation and a remake. The original source material comes from John D. MacDonald's 1956 novel, The Executioners. But the miniseries is also inspired by Martin Scorsese's 1991 movie adaptation, also titled Cape Fear. The series premiered on June 5th, 2026, and co-stars Javier Bardem and Amy Adams. Currently, it is the second most watched series on Apple TV worldwide, trailing behind Silo. Despite mixed reviews, with a 75% average from critics and 52% from the audience, Cape Fear is gaining traction. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, and that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in San Diego.